Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So I've come with a new video that is really going to very interesting, but it is also very low video that you will just feel here because you know why? Because today I was just sitting and I was just thinking about my past. By thinking about my past, I was just thinking that really I have changed myself a lot. But how I have changed and what the struggle that I have faced in my past. So let me tell to you, in my past of speaking English language, of learning English language, how I was that time. Earlier time, talking about when I was started my journey of the English language. At the time, I was really not confident and fluent at all for speaking English language. Even though I had a lots of fear and I had a lots of hesitations of speaking English language, so that's why I was unable to speak well English language. So the thing is that now I am able to speak well English language. I'm just able to convey the message in an easy way to all the peoples, and I can handle all the problems of speaking English language. So really I was just thinking that all the peoples, all the students, all the learner for anything, not only in speaking English language, but they face a problem a single time, like when they have started the journey of doing something. So at the first time they face a lots of difficulties, but we don't have to just go behind toward that thinking, and we don't have to think that I could not do this kind of things and I'm just feeling low. So we don't have to think about that. We just have to think that what the thing that is being necessary for us and what the thing that we could do in our future life. So the main thing that we have to think is that we could speak well English language, but the thing is that there is needed a lots of hard work that we have to do, and consistency is most important for speaking English language, because I had also maintained my consistency of speaking English language. That's why I'm able to speak well English language. So you also have to do the same thing. Consistency is really very important to us for speaking English language, for learning English language. If we will not be consistent towards our speaking in English language, towards anything, not only in speaking English language, towards anything, then we will not able to gonna to get a good result that we just expect. So I just think that there is needed a lots of practice for speaking English language, because I had also done the same practice that is necessary for speaking English language, and you just have to speak with the co-learners. And most practice is important, that you have to practice a lot. If you will practice more and more speaking English language, then only you could see a great improvement in yourself. But you think that if I'm able to understand the English language but I could not speak English language, so the problems come here is that you are just not opening your mouth and you are just not trying yourself to speak English language. So the thing is that you just have to open your mouth and you just have to speak English language. Because if you will speak more and more and more English, then only you could able to speak well and you could able to understand in a very well way. So yeah, most of the people, they also face the same problem, that they are able to understand the English language but they are not able to speak well English language. So the reason is that they are not practicing English language, or they had never opened their mouth for speaking English language. This is the problem only. And if they also open their mouths to speak English language, so at that point they just hesitate and they just left to speak English language, leave to speak English language. So the main thing is that at the first time all the people, they will face the problem. I was also facing the problems, and like when I had done the first conversation with the co-learners, at the time I was really hesitating a lot. Even the sweating was coming from my body. So you also don't have to fear at all. You just have to think that what the necessary thing that is being important and what the mistake that I am just doing for speaking English language. You just have to do is that if you are not able to recognize a mistake, that what the mistake that you are doing while speaking English language, then start to record your own video. Like this, I'm just recording my video, and like I'm just recording this video, and after recording this video, if there will be some mistakes that is happening, that is happened by myself, then I will see that and I will just correct that mistake. So the same thing you have to also do is that you just have to correct them, make the correction of the problems that you are facing, then you could speak well English language. Because in a like talking about my past of speaking English language, about my journey of speaking English language, when I had come towards my speaking English language, and when I have covered the 1 to 2 months of speaking English language, at the time also I was not able to speak well English language. But I was just going to find the what the problem that I am facing, what is the problems, what is the difficulties that I am facing through which I am not able to speak English language. So I was going to find the solution of that problem, and what the solution that I have found is that consistency is really very important, that I was not maintaining at that time. I was just thinking that yeah, there is needed that we just have to practice English language, but yeah, it will take a lots of time. It will take 1 to 2 years of speaking English language in a better way. So if I will not be consistent, then what will happen? I was just thinking like this only, and I was just skipping my day of speaking English language about 2 to 3 days. And after 2 to 3 days, I was just having my practice conversation with the co-learner. So that's why I had faced a really difficulties. Do you know why? Because if we will consistent towards our speaking English language, then we have just maintain our flow of a speaking English language, and that is the most important thing. And if you're gonna do speak English language after 5 days, after 6 days, then a new startup that you're just going to start. So we don't have to see like that. We just have to maintain the consistency, and practice is most important for speaking English language. If you will practice a lot, if you will just open your mouth for any topic, just choose any random topic in your mind and start to speak on them, and just put your camera in yourself, in front of yourself, and just start to speak English language. Just choose any random topic, start to speak that topic, start to speak on that topic, and just record your video. And after having the recording sessions, just see what the mistake that you have just done and what the correction that is being needed. And if you want to speak English language fluently and confidently, so for that also there is needed that you just have better command on vocabulary. And what the thing that you have to do for vocabulary is that you just have to go on any social medias and just have to search the vocabularies, 10 to 20 vocabularies you just have to learn. And not only you just have to learn, you just also have to implement in your sentences whatever the thing that you're speaking. You just also have to implement on that, so that you could able to improve your communication skills in a better way. So really today I was just thinking that I have done a great thing for speaking English language, because before 2 years I was really not good at speaking English language. Not talking about good, I'm just feeling low. I was just feeling low, and I was just feeling bad for myself, that all the people, they just know the English language, but why I can't do this? So the same problems that I was having and I was facing at that time, but now still I'm not able to speak well English language. But I have to improve myself. I don't have to think that I'm just speaking really bad and the other people will really going to be commenting bad on my speaking English language. I don't have to think. I'm just also a learner like you, and I also have to practice English language similarly like you. It will take a lots of time for speaking well English language, but we just have to not lose our confidence and fluency of speaking English language. And the most important thing is that we don't have to fear at all for speaking English language. So I hope this video will definitely gonna to be helpful to you, and what the thing that is being necessary for speaking English language and what the thing that is not necessary for speaking English language, you will gonna to learn from this video. So thank you guys, I will meet in the next video.